Matt Schiller here with the head coach of the Handley Tigers, Coach Mike Battles. Coach, how you doing today?
Well, pretty good. We ain't played yet, so.
All right. Well, the first thing I wanted to ask, how's practice been going this week?
Well, we had, we're gonna have to see if we can bounce back from, the ball game we had Friday night, because we really, like I said, we got pretty much dominated on both sides of football, and so we're just gonna see how we come back.
Okay. Well, considering that loss, do you feel like your guys are in pretty good spirits this week? You feel like y'all are
gonna find out Friday night. Spirits. Getting out there and doing your job is two different things. Everybody can have good spirits, but you got to get out there and do your job. It's still an important ball game. There's nothing been decided. There's no area champion yet or anything. They're in the driver's seat, but there's no champion decided. If we can go out there and beat Dadeville or there's all kind of combinations left. So that's what we're working on. Just position yourself in the playoffs.
Okay. What are you expecting out of Dadeville? I know the past several years, like we talked about, they hadn't lost a regular season game in several years. And are they the same strong team they've been the last several years?
Probably stronger this year. They've got great athletes, great skill people, offensively and defensively. They've got a big nose man that's going to be playing in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game. They've got speed. They're just a good, solid football team and have been for the last few years, and we don't expect anything less. They haven't lost this year, and I know they've played some of the teams that we played and did well against them. So what we've got to do is we've got to go out there and we'll have to play our best. Anything less than our best probably won't get it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are y'all going to go into this game with any different mindset than y'all have any other game, or is it just going to be straight old Handley football?
Well, we're going to play. We're going to try to do whatever they let us do, But we're going to go out there and do, we're going to do what we do best. If they'll let us throw the ball, we're going to throw it. But if they won't let us throw, if they won't back up, then we're going to run right at them. And what we need to do is get them off the field. Last week we only had 4 first downs. So we weren't on the field, and we never got them off the field. So it was a combination, just that way right there. If we can go out there and rush for 400 yards, we're going to do it.
Okay.
If we can go out there and throw the ball, we had receivers wide open last Friday night, but we didn't hit them. We were 1 for 5, 1 for 6, I believe, and but we had the receivers there. We don't get the ball there for pass rush, for whatever reason, and so we're going to have to do better at that. And because people will, as we play longer and longer, they will get closer and closer to the line of scrimmage. If you can't, back them up a little bit. And we already know that. We've worked on it, but it's right now we're just not we're not hitting. We're getting receivers open. We're just, for some reason, we're not making a connection.
I see. Okay. The last thing I want to ask you about is the strength of 4A football in this particular area of the state. I mean, just on y'all's schedule, like you told me when I was talking to you for the paper this week, you got 3 of the top 10 teams in 4A in the same region, and then you got Beauregard right down the road, who y'all play, Anniston right up the road, who y'all also play,
and Dora, who's going to win there, and we play them.
Right.
But that comes with the territory. When you've won consistently and that kind, and you move up the classification, then it's going to be hard to find people. We got teams all around here that could have played us. We had dates with, but they don't play us, and so therefore we're taking on. We have to take on all comers, and our kids have. We've got out there, and our kids, just like against Clay Central. It wasn't a lack of effort. They had a better football team. Okay. And so now what we've got to do is we're looking forward, we want to finish out the season and then get in the playoffs, because anything can happen.
Right.
When you get in the playoffs. I've known teams, one I coached against was 0-5 in the middle of the season and went 9-5 and won the state championship.
Well, that kind of leads into my next question. Beauregard played 6A Smith Station at the midway point. With y'all having a hard time finding teams around here that are play, is there any chance that y'all are going to be having to move up, kind of look at 4 or 5A teams and 6A teams to fill those open slots in coming years, you think?
Well, you can. It just makes it tougher. We'd like to play people in our class, You know, we don't want to play below our class, but we'd like to play people in our class. And people just like Buck, they run, I believe they were undefeated last year. I believe, you know, Anniston went to the third round of the playoffs, and Dora was, they might have been in the third round or whatever. You know, those people are the ones that can't get games either, so we're sort of all pushed together.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to drive by a bunch of potential opponents on our way to Dora.